Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Tuesday. Tuesday traditionally is request day, and today we're not going to be breaking from tradition. Today's map was requested by EH Nils in the comments, and it's a map which is a bit busy, lots of things going on, lots of interesting set plays. A creator we've done a few times in the past, and each time we've done them, they've produced something a little bit better. And I think today's map is their best map to date. Now, while it is a busy, somewhat wacky map in places, it will suit some of you for a decent city build. But there will be places where I look and go, huh? And you'll probably just go, yeah, bulldozer for that. And that's fine, because everything is fine. And when everything is fine, we hit the like button because we like doing that sort of thing. It's just habit. Habit is a good thing, especially when it supports the channel. Today's map is Never Trust a Drunken Cow by M4341. Plenty of jokes about ex-wives there, I'm afraid. Plenty of jokes. Not going down that path. Nope, 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 nope. There's your start square, and again, looks really good. Quite busy, lots of things going on there. Terrain heights look like this, and I think they're definitely playable. Your resources are very bold and strong, and definitely playable yet again. And then if we have a little look at your fishing, we've got all of the varieties deliberately put into play, especially that bit of tuna, chunk of tuna on the edge of the map for deep sea fishing. I like that, that's good work. Today's map, you'll need mass transit, green cities, park life, industries and Sunset Harbour. Well, strictly speaking, I think you only really need mass transit. The rest of it will just like leave you short of a few props and stuff like that. But without mass transit, it'll be a bit broken. We are also using network extensions too. There's a whole bunch of assets you can see there. We'll be using the Laviante 2.0 theme and the Laviante LUT as well. So yes, it's a very busy map with about 1 million trees apparently, so unlimited tree mod required. And if you have a look at the edge of the map, we'll have one of these at the end of each highway, and it just enables traffic to loop round. It cuts some of the traffic down out of your city. It's very nicely done. It's very, very nicely done, so there's credit for that, and I think this adds into gameplay just a little bit, just a smidgen. Yeah, not a huge amount. Yeah, just maybe a percentage point for gameplay. Right on the edge of the map, we've also got this paddock. And what sort of things would you keep in a paddock? Well, the answer would be drunken cows, and there's a couple of drunken cows down here. Don't trust them. Never trust them. Never, ever, ever trust them. I don't understand the reason for the name of the map, but it's there, and it makes it easy to remember, I guess. Got a little bit of jinky janky on the highway down here. As you can see, we are on national road highways. I do believe these are the network extensions ones rather than mass transit, but both are required. A little bit of encroaching foliage as well. Here, there, a few dotted areas. We are way away from the centre of the map, so it probably doesn't matter too much down here. But as there's plenty of detailing down here, I kind of got to point it out. Right, what more? So what can I tell you? Yes, the creator, M4341, we have done 3 times in the past. Episodes 640, 784 and 831. I can't believe I'm calling out hundreds. This is lunacy. I mean, we've done too many reviews now. Anyway, and those 3 shows, they got 7 stars, then 8 stars, and then 9 stars. 7, 8, then 9. So with any luck, we might be hitting 10 stars today. And let's just say, you wouldn't be far wrong. You wouldn't be far wrong. I'm not saying that's what we're going to be scoring it, but it wouldn't be far wrong. It is a busy map with, like I say, a lot of trees. A lot of trees. It's gonna. I'm suffering a little bit of game lag, just a little bit of frame rate drop because of the quantity of trees, and I've got quite a beefy machine. So if you're running a potato, probably not going to be the map for you. But that's fine, there's plenty of other options. If you've got a beefy machine and this map just grabs you, and I think if it grabs you, it'll grab you because things like the shapes of the rivers are the sort of things that you're looking for, although they're a little bit, I would say, quirky. I don't dislike them. I don't dislike them, but there'll be something in this map that you like will be the reason why you want to play it. I don't think it'll be because of the set plays, but if it is, do let me know in the comments so that I can adjust my thinking, because your feedback adjusts my thinking. We've got plenty of little side roads heading off here and there. We're going to have a look at some of these a bit later on. This bridge here, though, I think is a bit too elongated. For what it's doing, for the amount of water that it's covering, I don't think it needs to be much more than that, just a basic little bridge. So, yeah, there is that could be cleaned up. And then we're down to Start Square. Before we have a little look at the Start Square, just you might as well follow one of these little side roads. A little cemetery going on down here with a big wall in front of it. Not sure why we got that. A little visitor centre going on. I forgot to switch the garbage cans off, so sorry about that. You'll see a couple of them today. And so a little feature area going on here. Not that I have any problem with any of that. And of course, a drunken cow just mooching about. Mooching about. Okay. Anyways, and then we'll head on over here. We'll have a little look at the Start Square, which looks very much like this. Again, very playable, very interesting. Very wide river here, so you might want to find a way of making that bridge look realistic with it just being a national road. And somewhere over here should be an asset of the day. Now, where are you? Be over here. Now, this one was brought to my attention on Facebook by BonBonB themselves and said, any chance you can have a look at one of my statues? And they've put a few out in the last few weeks, ironically, while What's Map has been off the air. But we're going to have a look at one today and maybe one next week as well, possibly. This is the Mozart Memorial, a memorial about some geezer called Mozart, who I do believe was a pop star of his own time. Factoids, because factoids. The original cost of spending a penny, that's going to the lavatory for those of you that aren't aware of the colloquialism there. In the first public toilets installed in England in 1852 was, you guessed it, tuppence, 2 pennies. Wait, it was one penny that is a 2-penny coin. Yeah. So anyway, those of you that don't know. Anyway, a Mozart Memorial by BonBonB. That is a very slick little memorial by BonBonB. Okay, and the asset of the day. Here's your Start Square roundabout for when you're coming in from the opposite direction, which is obviously the main reason for coming in from that direction, is to come to this beautiful roundabout intersection. Very lovely work going on there. We've also got a cow just mooching around there. Never trust them. Never trust them. Also, we've got in the middle of the roundabout a cougar. Now, I guess that's a little bit mean, but it also saves the cows getting eaten, doesn't it? Saves the cows getting eaten. So, yeah, he wouldn't, would he? How dare he? How dare he? Dairy cows. Okay, I'm moving on before I do any Frisian or Jersey jokes and cows being cold. Yeah, we won't do those. All right, now moving on. Oh dear, I didn't even realise that one came out of my mouth. This is a bad day. I'm doing puns without realising it. Moving on. We've got down here, we've got a little farm. Let's have a little look at the farm. Now, I'm surprised there are no cows on this farm because we've got the paddocks. I would have had some. Packed with, yeah, it's a sort of quirky map that I would have had like 1 million cows in there, and then we've got a little bit of arable farming there as well. But yeah, I would have spammed those paddocks with cows, because why not? Why not? Why wouldn't you? What's this? Hello. Oh yeah, with the town being built soon, there will be plenty of coffee shops. Right, and back to the highways. Right, I'm going to give a little shout out, a little self plug here. If you want to head over, follow the link in the top right corner of your screen now. It'll take you across to Patreon, where if you want to become a supporter of the channel, there's a really good community over there. For just $1 a month, you'll get a chance to vote on the Friday map, and you'll get your name in the credits. And there's all sorts of other rewards over there if you want to spend a little bit more. Also, little bonus videos as well. Every now and then I pop something up there. Just something a little different. It's not always City Skylines. In fact, it's rarely City Skylines, but it's something special and something that only BonBonB buddies get to see. So feel free to go and join the group over there. Here's one of those little park life editions. It's the pier, the jetty. I've never had a close-up look at this. We've got these two guys doing some fishing. They're twins, apparently. And, a little family outing down here. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Lovely. Lovely. And back to the highway. So this is the one highway running across the map. So there'll be, oh, we've got some drowned trees there. I saw some drowned trees. There's plenty of that and plenty of encroaching foliage. There's lots of things going on with this map. And there's a couple of things I forgot to go back to. Like, I forgot to go back to those drowned trees. Why is this road gone wibbly here? I don't know. And so yeah, forgot to go back to those, and I also plan to come back to this because I was going to show you, hey look, we have got construction signs here. What's going on down there? What's going on? What's being constructed down there? And I was going to come back and show you, and I forgot, so I'll tell you in a minute. We've got a little bit of a ridge in the road there, which is a terrain height issue going on there. And again, I promise you another one of these slick intersections at this side. No traffic flowing through here, but I have tested it. It is properly connected up, even though it looks like it might not be. It truly is. And then down to the rail. Now, let me tell you what's going on with that construction road. You've got this long double dirt track, which is obviously, I guess, the main highway that's being planned to be built. But right at the end of that highway, I've got some rail crossing over here, which is a little different. Talk more about the rail in a second as well. And at the end of the... and we got everybody's favourite factories. Bum, a little plopped steam train in there. Very nicely done as well. And a little quarry area, which I quite like, is not chiseled out already. I'm not entirely sure I like what I see, but I like the fact that it isn't pre-chiseled as well. So double credit there, I think. Yeah, at the end of those dirt tracks, there's some kind of ancient memorial thing, standing stones and stuff, and it doesn't make any sense to me, but that doesn't mean that it's not right. Okay. Now the rail, we are subscribed and enabled to the Rail Replacer mod, and it surprised me that we haven't got more of the Railway Replacer mod. Got a very nice rail bridge going on here, very nicely done as well. And this actually this is the only bit that uses the Railway Replacer mod. If you have a look at the sleepers and the tracks down here, this is your vanilla, and we're all quite happy with that. And then when you have a look at the Railway Replacer mod, it's almost photo real. That is much sharper. Look at that, and even the terrain work on there, it's just really lovely, nice. And you can see the difference between that and the cartoony feel afterwards. We're using that. I've got the game set, I think, right, and I don't think we've quite got the rail settings that M4341 really wants us to have. But all told, I'd like to say I think I'd just rather have replaced all of the rail with the Railway Replacer mod and have exactly what you want.
I can't believe I'm plugging this, but my husband, this old gamer, has a YouTube channel where he builds cities or something. He thinks he's funny and different from other Cities Skylines channels, but what he needs to do is take out the trash. But in the meantime, check out this old gamer.
This old gamer's channel, definitely worth checking out. And back to Never Trust a Drunken Cow by M4341 and the shipping routes. We have perfectly fine shipping routes. One that heads on into the estuary up there. Nice little split curved lines there. That's all good. And then if we follow this one up, we'll get another one here, which is a little A-split. I don't know quite why we've got the connecting line across it, but it's fine. Doesn't break it. It's all good. Water flow isn't really an issue. It doesn't look very strong down here, but when we get down into the start square area, we'll see we've got a little bit of a spawn of water going on down here from oh blimey, what was that outside? Somebody's just dropped their transmission on the road. We've got strong water there. We've got provisions for water in place as well, so it's kind of all good to go. Then, like I say, coming back down here, we've got this. I don't mind this spawn. This spawn point is absolutely fine. It's not my favourite thing of all time, but it's perfectly fine. I also like the fake tunnel work going on here. I think that works quite well as well. Perfectly fine as well. And then the water then just finds its way out down these rivers into the bay. We've obviously got the little power being generated already. We've also got the essential lighthouse and the essential wreck. You know those wrecks? It's like moths to a light bulb, isn't it? It truly is. Every time you see a lighthouse, you see a sunken ship. Little swampy area, and swampy areas are all the rage, it does seem, and it's okay. That's fine. It's fine. I've seen better. I've seen worse. I've seen much worse. Coastline is a really interesting shape, and I think this is definitely going to add into gameplay. Also, we've got a little pre-cut harbour over here as well. And credit for this one, look at the jetty. Look at the jetty with the ship alongside it. Don't think we've seen it done quite like this before, and that is good work. So if M431341 wants to take a little bow for that, they can, because I'm actually suitably impressed. Then we have everybody's favourite factory yet again. Some abandoned sidings down here, all overgrown. It's fine that they're overgrown because they're abandoned. We've got an abandoned depot here, no rail, which is fine. It's fine. And you can see it's abandoned because the whole thing has been fenced off as well. So I don't mind that at all. That works really very neatly. Quite like the way that the fence even goes through the catenary there, the portal itself. The map, we've got a lot of trees. The trees is, I think, a bit overdone, and there's no real blending between the forests. So it's one bank, then another bank, then another bank. There is some attempts to make it interesting by just changing the shapes, but I'd like to see a little bit of mixed forest going on, and then just blending between one type of tree to another. Then we have the elephant in the room, which is this thing. And you know I get to this eventually. Yeah, okay. Now, just because you've got assets doesn't mean you should use them. They have been used very well. I'm going to say that. This is very nicely done. And it's also being mixed by the way that we've got a mix of walls and stuff like that going on. But I just don't know that it really fits with the map. I like the way... I don't think that works, but I like the efforts. But what does work for me is the Park Life Rock being merged in with this this tower, and that works quite nicely. So there's certain things about it I really quite like, and certain bits I just wonder why we've got this on this map. But some of you are going to like that, and some of you are going to build a city around it, and great, good. Tell me all about it in the comments, because I want to hear. But I'm not buying, really. Then we've got a separate landmass over here on the edge of the map. Again, a lot more trees over here as well. Almost a bit of blending with the trees going on over there, almost. And we're about there. Oh, look at the shapes of the rivers. I did say something about shapes of rivers. They're like witches' fingers. I don't find them the most aesthetically pleasing, but I can see that some people might actually like this. And that's fine. If you like it, go ahead and build on it. Anyway, let me know truly what you think of the map, though, by heading on over, clicking the I button top right hand corner. Your chance to vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. So click that I button now. It's free to vote. Right, okay, let's tell you what I think of this one. Aesthetically, it's nothing much more than okay, I feel. But I think there is a kind of an aesthetic... It's visual. It's a visual map. We'll go with that. So I'm going to give it a 3, but I'm going to give it a medium to high 3. So medium high 3 for aesthetics. Detailing detailing on the whole it's okay again. I think some of these standards are quite high, and some of the standards are definitely 4 stars. I just don't feel that all the detailing comes together. And so again, I'm going to go for a medium high 3, very nearly 4 stars for detailing. Gameplay potential, I think it's mediocre. It's very hard to shout on this one. I'm going to give this a standard 3 stars, slap down the middle 3 stars. It's playable. You won't be unhappy if you play it. You can build a good city on here. I just don't feel it goes to the next level. Never Trust a Drunken Cow by M4341 is a little bit wacky, a mixture of set plays, some good standards in there as well, a few beginner mistakes still, but all told, it's a map that's going to suit somebody. And that's what we're here to find, those sort of maps. Thanks for requesting it, EH Nils. Anyway, if you're still watching, you are in the 20 and out elite for 100 population points. Use the word of the day in the comments. Remember, don't talk about this in the comments because it's our secret society. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the WhatsApp series. Thanks to everybody. Have a great and lovely day. Thinking of you.